I'm out here in the city of LaPorte. Got some kind of medical emergency. Got EMS and the fire truck, which is blinding me. Man, those lights are bright. I'll walk around this other side so I don't get up in their way. Just saw these guys pulling out, so I followed to see what's going on. Not sure. Appears they went into this house over here. Yeah, I see the door open. Let me get back out of the way. Don't want to be blocking their path or anything if they come out. Oh, wow. I didn't know the ambulances had dash cams in them. That's interesting. Learned something new. Got to be careful about which side of the street I walk on here. Got to walk facing traffic. Don't want to get arrested out here in LaPorte. You know how they are. So that ambulance dash cam, that's really interesting. The ambulance dash cam faces forward and it faces into the emergency bay so that the driver can actually see what's going on back in the back. And I guess there's a record so nobody could ever like make false claims or something. I guess you could FOIA request the ambulance dash cam. I actually have never tried that. I would think it'd be public record, but then again, there may also be issues with like privacy issues for medical stuff like that. But honestly, I've never tried. I like I said, I actually didn't even realize they had dash cams in the ambulances until I just saw that one. Safety First in Texas says it's not a HIPAA violation, so that you should be able to get it. What about, so Safety First, what about the dash cam that faces into the medical bay where they work on the patients and stuff? That's not covered by HIPAA? Aren't you way up past your bedtime? Hey, I stopped to get a Dr. Pepper milkshake from Whataburger. So, you know, just out of curiosity, I may actually try and request a ambulance dash cam and see if I can get it. There may be somebody in that. No, I guess not. Thought I saw somebody standing in the emergency bay. I guess not. I think they're at this house here because I thought the door was open, but there's another house over here to the left. Might be that they're in that house. Let me see. Honestly, I can't. No, the door's open on this one, so that's. I'm guessing that's where they're at. See how long it takes before the PD shows up. You know, I generally don't give firemen and EMS too much of a hard time simply because these are real heroes. These are the guys that go in when things are bad and come to rescue you. You know, these aren't the guys that kill your cat or your dog. You know, these are the guys that climb up in the tree to get your cat down or pull your dog out of a drain when it's stuck. That's not to say that there aren't tyrants among them, because there are, but generally speaking, they're not too bad. But there will always be that one. Y'all know how that goes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I just got here. The ambulance literally turned in front of me, so I followed it over here just to see what's going on. So I have no information about what's going on, and I don't think I'm going to walk inside to try to find out. I believe I will just wait here and let see what happens. You know, Paul, HIPAA laws may be misunderstood and misstated. It's probably my fault because I've never bothered to actually look to see, what's what with them. I've never had, a reason to. So they may very well be misunderstood and misquoted. I typically don't have to deal with it. It's outside my area of expertise. Other than the fact that I know I can record, that I'm not violating HIPAA, because that doesn't apply to me. It applies to caregivers. Mara says she works for Blue Cross, so she says she's up to speed on it. Come on, guys, give me the thumbs up. Give me thumbs up. David Benner, if you walked on. I'm not on the scene, okay? I'm out in the street. I'm not trying to interfere with what these guys are doing. I mean, they're saving somebody's life. I'm not going to interfere with that. That you would say something like that really tells me that you don't know me. I have no interest in slowing these guys up when they're trying to save somebody. Works with medical records. There you go. That's what I'm saying is I know that it doesn't apply to me because I'm not a caregiver or whatever. So I can record on public property, whatever. Okay, David Brenner, all right. I misunderstood what you were saying. Yeah, I don't get in the scene or anything like that when it comes to dealing with EMS or the fire department even. I stay out of the way. I'm not trying to mess them up from what they're doing, because they're doing important work. Cops, on the other hand, well, that's different. Feldman, you didn't miss anything. It's just a medical scene. Looks like their EMS guys are coming back out now. Or this may be the fire truck guys. I'm not sure which. Somebody's coming out. I'll let you know in a minute. Yeah, if there's tape up, I for sure don't get inside the scene. But even like this, I'll stay back and give them room to do what they need to do. I'm not trying to get up in their stuff. So, yeah, this is the EMS guys coming out. So we still got a couple of the firemen in there somewhere. Okay, she's climbing up in that truck for something. Let's see. She needs to close her computer screen. She didn't do that. That's policy that they close the screen when they're not in use, so that like people with cameras don't walk up and get pictures. So they brought the big medical bags back out. She picked up a smaller bag and they're going back in. So I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, she's got like one of those, it's like an iPad, but it's connected to the medical unit, and it sends like information to the hospital. That's what she's got. I'm not interfering. Where in LaPorte are you? I am at... Oh, I gotta walk over here and see. Blackwell. and East A. A is in Alpha. East A is in Alpha, and South Blackwell. So it doesn't look like there's anything to it. Got an ambulance and a fire truck out here, but they didn't bring anybody out. They didn't take a stretcher in. So whatever's going on, it probably isn't too big a deal. Landley, I am being careful. Like I said, and it's just a medical call, so I don't think the police will show up here. Other than the fact that they're watching a live stream and want to come play. It's late enough at night that the Tyrant crew is on. Yeah, I know that if I'm on private property, things can be regulated. This is why I tell people all the time, even if you enter like a police station lobby, all right, you're giving up a lot of your power once you've entered onto even public property, somebody else's property. You need to stay to the sidewalk or the right-of-way by the road, because that is a traditional public forum, and you have the power there. So that's why I tell people, stick to the street, stay on the sidewalk. So I'm not going to go into a hospital and try to film, or anything like that. And I don't recommend other people do that either. And these strobes. Oh, there went the police. All right, so the police are close by. They're circling the block. See if I'm going to have trouble. No reason for them to come here and mess with me. So I know they're watching the live stream. They know I'm here. They just want to come and try and mess with me. They just need to stay away. Yeah, they just went down. It's hard to see past the ambulance, but if you look in the middle of your screen right now, that's a stop sign, and the police unit just went by there. I imagine what he's going to do is circle the block back over this way and come around and come in down here. So, I mean, there's no reason for him to be here. There's no police thing going on here that I can tell. I don't think anybody's died, and I can see no reason that they would need to be here other than the fact that I'm here and they want to come play. Tyrants just cannot help themselves. That's why I don't understand. And I hear about this all the time about, people complain to me about this auditor or that auditor. First off, I don't call myself an auditor. I'm a civil rights activist. But I don't understand why these people think they need to be aggressive and need to be inside police stations and stuff like that. A tyrant can't help themselves. They can't do it. So it doesn't matter whether you're on the street or in the station. There's still going to be a tyrant, and they're still going to want to come and mess with you. So stay to the street where you have the power. And you don't have to be stupid and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Thank God my flashlight keeps turning on me. I gotta figure out how to lock the button on this thing. You don't have to do all that. A tyrant is going to be a tyrant because he cannot help himself. His ego will not let him do anything but be a tyrant. Look here, see what we got. I'm like right on the Morgan's Point, LaPorte line. I'm not sure if this is still LaPorte. I think it's still LaPorte. I think Morgan's Point is about a half mile north of where I'm standing. I think you have to go up there before you hit Morgan's Point. They've turned porch light on now. E.G. Collins, I concur with that assessment. 100%. That officer, and he had an EMT from the city fire department, a paramedic, standing there telling him, "I'm a paramedic. Let me help this man. You're choking him to death." And he just wouldn't stop. I mean, if I've got somebody pinned down because of whatever reason, and I've got somebody like an EMT standing there telling me, "Hey, he's in distress. Let me help him," I'm going to get up and let him help. There were 3 officers holding that guy down. 3. What harm would it have done to get off the guy's neck? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's their ego. He challenged us. He stood up to us. We got to show him who's boss. And that is the big issue. These guys can't take their ego out of the equation. Yes, I have my flashlight of mass destruction. So I can commit the crime of walking while illuminated. Actually, if you guys can see, hold on, I'm going to step over here so you can see this. Can y'all see the water tower in the distance there? Watch this. I'm going to light that water tower up. Watch. Can you see that? Is that crazy or what? Yeah, that cop had worked with Floyd at I think it was a club, wasn't it? I've just activated something on my flashlight and I don't know what it is. There it goes. There. I need to read the instruction manual on this thing again. There's some features that are on it that I've not yet mastered. So I saw Jupiter. Hello, Kansas City. Yeah, I figure, if anything, honestly, this is like the Rodney King beating, I think. I think that Chauvin, I don't think that he'll get off, but I think that what they'll convict him of will be some lesser crime that, I don't know, just simple assault or something like that. I honestly think that's what'll happen. If he gets off 100%, they will tear that city down, and not just there. I mean, there were protests for George Floyd everywhere. They were everywhere, and not even just in this country. So if they don't convict that guy for something, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I've already prepped. I've got a gear bag ready to go so that I can go and cover, any protests that break out and stuff. Yeah, and I was surprised, but the thing about the Rodney King incident was that this is what these officers were trained to do. You see them flogging on that dude with the nightsticks. That's what they were trained to do to get, pain compliance. And the thing is, they were trained to hit and then hit harder and then hit harder and then hit harder. And so they just wail and wail and wail on the guy. And, and they don't get their compliance. But, in retrospect, Rodney King contributed to that. So even so, I mean, I'm not saying he deserved it, but you don't fight the police on the street. It's not the place to fight. You fight them in court. Was he on PCP or was he on cocaine? I can't remember. Yes, Fantasy Dad, I know how to work a flashlight, but this has some extra features that I need to go and see how they work. Hey, Newshound, come on down April the 10th for the big rally in LaPorte. Fentanyl and methamphetamine. That was Floyd. I'm talking about Rodney King. Does anybody remember what he had in his system? Why continue to kneel once he's not fighting? Exactly. I agree. Features beyond my brain. You're very probably right. I'm an old man, and this stuff is new technology to me. So absolutely. Hey, you don't know how long it took me to figure out how to go live from my cell phone. Okay. I don't know Jane Freeman. Is she do what we do? Somebody says PCP. That was what Rodney King was on. Wife won't let you come down, man. Angleton Chief Police resigned. Saddle Tramp, what did he resign for? Man, talk to that wife. Tell her, this is like primo weather down here. This time, take some vacation. Come down here. There's a beach nearby. You've got Galveston nearby. Kemah Boardwalk is nearby. There's a lot of stuff here in the area. I don't know. So we're not giving out names of people that are coming for their safety. Because there are people there are people that are out to hurt me, okay? And we have a plan in place for when they show up. The DA is actually building, and I'll say it, the DA here is building a stalker case. And the more they keep showing up and harassing me and threatening me and trying to harm me, well, the sooner we get criminal charges. So I don't care if they show up or not. It's a public event, but we're holding it in a location that we are paying to rent, so they can't come on the property. We'll eject them from the property. If they refuse to leave, then they'll be physically ejected. It's that simple. So can I afford to go to court? I sure can. I didn't say Floyd was innocent, but that doesn't mean he deserved what he got. Did he contribute to it? Absolutely. No, there will be. You can bring beer, but other than that, there will be no alcohol sold at the event. We don't have a liquor license, and there's nobody there that don't have a liquor license. Do I have a beef with James Freeman? Not that I'm aware of. How's the crawfish in Kemah? The crawfish is good. Oh, here they come out. Yeah, it's just the fire EMS guys and stuff. They're not bringing out anybody that's in need of treatment or anything. So, or these are the 3 firemen, I guess, that are on the fire truck, not the EMS guys. I think. Let's see. And one of them's headed for the fire truck. One of them is headed for the ambulance. Yeah. Yeah, homicide doesn't always mean murder. Eric, we haven't released the location yet. We'll be releasing it about the 5th of April. The LaPorte Police Union is trying to whip up their little blue line thug friends to come and give us a hard time and create problems. So we've prepared for that. And, you know, for anybody that thinks they're going to come and harm me, I actually have a security team that'll be with me. So you're not going to get close to me. You're not going to hurt me. And if you try, God help you. It's just that simple. All right. I don't see anything going on here. I think this is pretty much a non-event. That lady that just came out is in the back of the ambulance. Just kind of looks like she's charging something. And I think the big truck's fixing to leave. And for those of you watching at home, those lights are way brighter than you realize. If you think they look bright on your screen, you should see them in person. And a drunk driver will come along and still hit them. How's that for crazy? All right, I think yeah, you don't want to get popped with those Burna pepper balls or the Burna HDs. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to get out of here. This looks like a non-event, so I'm going to get up out of here. Oh, I think I see Mr. Policeman parked down the street there, just sitting down there hiding. Big dummy. Should go to work. No, you know what? Stay down there and follow me and just leave everybody else alone. Maybe everybody will make it home safe tonight without getting falsely arrested. So yeah, come follow me. I'm right here in White Lightning with my new, see if y'all can see that, bumper sticker. Yeah, I'm gonna stay live for a minute, guys, just in case I have a problem. Oh, man. Put this light back on charge. There we go. Okay, seatbelt on. I'll show you guys something. So this is my original Lucas dash cam.
Welcome. This is Lucas Black Box. Drive safely.
Oh, I need to format my card. So
Memory card formatting. Do not turn off the power.
I want you guys to see how big that is. Okay, that thing is almost as big as, let me turn the interior light on so you can see. That thing is almost as big as a cell phone. And that is from 2015. That is the first dash cam I bought. Or no, it's not the first one. It's the first good one I bought. It's a Lucas. And that thing has served me well. It's a front and back. It's a duo. And man, it has been absolutely awesome. Definitely been a lifesaver. Hold on, I'm plugging my power cord here. Now, technology has changed quite a bit in their interim years here. And I am fixing to pull that out because it takes up a lot of real estate. I mean, it's like, it's as big as a GPS, is like the TomTom GPSs. So I'm going to take that out, and I have a new one that I'm going to put in here, I believe, that is a 4K. And I'll be doing a review on that. I like to do reviews on stuff for you guys so that you can, you know, see what's out there, what works, what doesn't work. Yeah, this one gives you speed, day, date, time, all of that. Love this dash cam. Absolutely love it. Just not real hip on the, you know, how much real estate it takes up on a windshield. Like, I can't put that in the Mustang. It's fine here in White Lightning, but it would not fit in the windshield of the Mustang. It would take up too much space. The new one I'm going to be replacing that with, I'll, like I said, I'll do a video on it here probably tomorrow. It is, I don't know, maybe a third the size of this one. Much, much smaller. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up and get out of here. And I'm going to change course because I am currently telegraphing my location for the LaPorte police to pinpoint where I am. And so what I'm going to do is shut this down and change directions and get out of here. So thanks for watching. If I spot it or anything else or run up on anything else, I'll go live again. But I think I'm done for the night. Just going to go home, go to bed. Y'all be safe. Have a good night, and thanks for